Hello and welcome to At Home with Lucas. So today we're going to be talking about Ankbit EG03 made by 1MII. So in this video we're going to be doing a hands-on with the box, quick unboxing and first impressions on said headset. After that I'm going to be putting these bad boys to the At Home with Lucas test to figure out, are these something you should buy or maybe skip altogether? I'm here for you so you don't have to waste your time buying and returning. Alright, let's jump into it.
Alright, let's take a look at this bad boy right quick. Okay, at the top left you have the name of the company, Ankbit. This is the EG03 USB wired gaming headset. Oh, that's cool. You have a little switch right there which you can turn mic on and off, lights on and off, and then volume up and down, I'm imagining. Alright, let's get into this box, people. Definitely want to go through and read all of this so you know the ins and outs of this headset. Well, this is a nice little fake leather bag. It's got their name on it. That's pretty cool. I like that. Go ahead and open this up. Oh, very interesting. So this is actually just an add-on that you plug in. That's cool. It's a little bit poorly made. Alright, so there is the microphone itself right there. I wonder if you could plug this into something else. That would be kind of interesting to find out if you could use this for another. Wow, very interesting. Okay. Alright, take a look at the headset itself. This is where you're going to spend all of your time. And right off the bat, wow, this is made out of some really decent material. It's definitely flashy for sure, but this right here feels really decent. It's definitely plastic, but it's made out of like a dense plastic, so it has a little weight to it, which is what you actually want. Oh, very nice. Okay, all right, that's interesting. This is I'm pretty sure that's just plastic made to look like metal, and then this is of course fake leather, which feels a little bit on the cheap side and a little bit slimy, kind of like some weird styrofoam actually, very strange. But I'm definitely liking the smooth feel of this plastic and how it kind of comes together at the bottom. Let's check the swivel. So it can swivel that way, but that's about it. So it swivels out like that, but then it can't turn anymore this way. So that's interesting. Definitely something to take note of. Decent cups right here. They're not the biggest. All right, so let's take a look at the cups themselves. They're a decent feel. They're not as big as I would like, and they're not an oval. They're a full-blown circle, so that's something to take note of. If you have big ears, your ears may get pinched in this area right here, which could cause some annoyance over time. Okay, so it looks like the LED is behind here. This is like some kind of frosted, glossy plastic right there. So that's gonna light up once you plug this thing into your device. Let's do the flex test. It flexes pretty well. It's decent. It's decently flexible. It's not the most flexible pair of headphones I've ever dealt with. Definitely could be a little bit more flexible, but for the price that you're paying for these, that's not bad at all. Alright, let's take a look at the cable. Hold on. Okay, so that is the microphone port right there. So this is where the headset, alright, that's where it meets. And yeah, that's not bad. Okay, I like that. It's pretty flush, and then you can adjust this around. This is kind of cool. I like the fact that you can have just a normal headset, and then if you do want to do any talking online or whatever, you could throw this on, or if you're doing a Zoom call maybe, you could throw that on. So that's a cool thing that they allow you to completely remove that and make this a normal looking headphone. So here is the toggle. Oh, that's decent. Okay, so wow, it's very loud when you turn it off, and then when you flip it up, it's very muted, if you will. That's funny. Kind of mushy, and not really like the best feeling switch right here. That could be a little bit better. Same with this. This is very mushy, and it looks like it clicks up here. Yeah, this doesn't move at all. This part doesn't move. So when you're clicking on that, it's just up the top right. So that's a sign that this is a little bit cheaper than I would have liked. There's the volume all the way up and volume all the way back down. It doesn't go into a click, so there's no click to say it's at off. So there's no click volume down. Take a look at the cable here. This is just a standard old school USB. Old school to some people, but standard for some people. This is a braided cable. The cable is pretty thick. That is a very thick cable. I think it's thicker. Yeah, it's definitely thicker than the microphone cable. So that's really cool. That means you're going to get some good audio transferring through this, and you're going to have some good anti-tangle. This is not going to tangle up all over the place. So that's really cool. Yeah, so first impressions, this thing is, it's not terrible. It's just not as quality as I would have liked. It definitely feels like it could be a little bit better. This is, once again, plastic that's trying to look like metal. That would be very cool if this was metal. I'd be interested to know if this company made a premium version of this. Okay, so this is completely locked in. You can't remove that. Now that would have been really, really cool if they made this able to be removed. All right, first impressions, this is not terrible. I'm intrigued, definitely intrigued and interested to see how well these things actually sound and how comfortable they are. They feel pretty comfortable. All right, so coming up, we're going to be plugging these into my Alienware PC and giving them a good game test. Okay, one more thing before we jump in. I just read that these are actually 50mm speakers. That is incredible, and they supposedly have a virtual 7.1 stereo surround. So that actually makes me a little bit more impressed, assuming that these are actually good quality drivers. So they call them speaker unit. So that's something that's a little bit it's a little bit questionable because it's not called a 50mm driver. Yeah, that's very interesting. So now my expectation has just gone up for the sound quality of these bad boys.